What's going on, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Friday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. What is going on, you guys? Now, before we get into today's mess, let me let you guys know what we got coming up. Okay, now today is Friday, which means later on tonight we will be going live for the Bill Collective reunion. So make sure you guys tune into that. The link is already available. So make sure you click on the notification bell so you can be notified when that live hits. All right. The link been available. Okay. So make sure you guys tune in. And then on tomorrow, we will be going live right after for Love and Marriage Huntsville. You already know how the lineup goes. T goes live first and then Scotty goes live right after. So make sure you guys tune in to that. All right. So that's pretty much all that we got right now for the church announcements. So we're going to go ahead and get into the mess. Now, Married to Medicine is on right now. As you all know, it's airing right now. And we already know that Phaedra has left Married to Medicine and went on over to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And baby, a lot of these Married to Medicine cast members are not feeling Phaedra. They are not featuring Phaedra. Just yesterday, I did a video with Qua going in on Phaedra, and now Dr. Heavenly is once again going in on Phaedra. Now, her and Diddy did some interview with somebody, and basically Dr. Heavenly called Phaedra fake and says that she thinks that she's the smartest person in the room when she's not. All right. So we're going to get into what Dr. Heavenly had to say. And then after we get into what Dr. Heavenly had to say, y'all know I'm going to be back to give you guys my opinion on the matter. So let's get into it, y'all.
You never know what Phaedra's thinking because you can't tell. Phaedra, she's a little bit fake. I'm just saying. You know,
Phaedra's a little bit fake.
Yeah, not a little, but yeah.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
Phaedra is
I like her. Don't get me wrong.
We love Phaedra.
She thinks she's the smartest one in the room, and she's not. She's not. I mean, we can see right through her bullshit. Maybe it worked on Housewives. I don't know. Am I saying too much? Maybe don't tell me.
What would you constitute Phaedra's bullshit? Like what do you mean by that?
She doesn't always tell the truth. I mean, and the truth would do. You know what I'm saying? Like she makes some stuff that you didn't really have to do. You know what I mean? So,
is there any particular story that you were like, Phaedra, that's not real?
I could say so many, but one small one would be, oh girl, no, I don't drink. And then when you go out with her, can I get the Phaedra? You know what I'm saying? And they know what drinking is. I'm like, girl, what is this? Like, why would you even say that? You know what I mean?
And also because that makes it hard for you all to connect and bond on deeper levels, because it makes it almost harder to trust when you're like, well, I don't know what you're saying is true or not.
Can I tell the truth?
Yes, please.
Yes.
I don't think she ever intended on getting to know us on a deeper level. I think she was there. It was very surface. I do like her. She's a fun girl.
Yeah.
But like to be trusted, no. I don't think any of us ever really kind of.
Well, she had some interesting things to say at Bravo Fan Fest in Miami recently. She was essentially asked, do you like Married to Medicine or Housewives better? And she said she preferred Housewives. What was your reaction to that?
I think that she's more befitting for Housewives. I mean, we're married to Medicine, and outside of Medicine, she's never been married to Medicine. She's not Medicine. She ain't married to Medicine, so she belongs over there.
Okay.
Here we go.
Do you think she belongs on next season now that she has returned to Housewives?
I think now that Candy's gone, yes. Yes,
Okay.
I do. I think that she needs to go over there, yeah.
Would you like to see her, though, return to another season of Married to Medicine?
I don't think she would ever come back to our show.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, so that was Dr. Heavenly during an interview talking about Phaedra Parks. Once again, she says she's a little bit fake and you never know what she's thinking. Now, I don't know what happened. I've heard things, but I don't know how factual these things are. But like I said, I've heard things now. And it seems like it's a lot that has transpired with this cast and Phaedra Parks, okay? If you look at any Phaedra Parks interview, Phaedra has been shady as hell when it come down to the Married to Medicine crew. She ain't really been featuring them like that. She really ain't been rocking with them like that. And none of us really know why. We don't know why she's not rocking with the people like that. We don't know why, but she ain't really feeling them and they ain't really feeling her. And everything that we keep on hearing about her is that she's fake. And I've been saying that she's fake for quite some time now, but every time I say she fake, motherfuckers want to be like, oh, Scotty, you're biased. Clearly, that's not a biased take. That's a very popular stance. Although her fans are the loudest ones in the room, but there are a lot of people that kind of feels the same way that I feel. Phaedra is fake as fuck. She been fake. And I don't understand how she gets away. This is my thing. And this is the issue that I be having with reality TV fandom. It's very double standardish. And I know that ain't no word, but I made it up. But it's very double standard. Because how y'all gonna go off of Phaedra for not giving any leeway into her life when y'all constantly saying this is a reality show. Your job is to give us your real life. Your job is to tell us what's going on in your life. So if that's the case, why does she get so much grace for not showing her real life? Why does she get so much grace for, being fake as hell? Why does she get all the grace in the world? Because everybody else is required to show their life. Like, for example, like when Candy was on the Housewives of Atlanta these last 3 seasons, the only thing y'all kept on saying is all she got to show was her businesses. She ain't showing nothing that's going on in her life. And I'm trying to understand what is that supposed to mean, because her businesses is a part of her life. So why wouldn't she show that? She doesn't have any marital drama going on in her life. So there's no marital drama for her to show. It's her showing her empire that is a part of her life. Phaedra don't give us anything. All Phaedra really does is sit there, suck her lips. You know what I'm saying? Look at everybody else, give her input on everybody else's life. She doesn't really show us anything that's going on with her. So my thing is this: why should she be on a show like Married to Medicine when, first of all, she's not medicine? Number 2, she ain't with nobody that's medicine. Another thing that everybody been saying is y'all don't like Quad. So y'all sit around and y'all be like, well, Quad is not married to medicine. But she absolutely was married to medicine. So she has more of a reason to be here than Phaedra does. When Quad was on the show, she was married to medicine. And that's why she's still on the show. Quad ain't never been married to medicine. She never even had a medicine boyfriend. And I don't care what nobody say. Some people was like, well, she was dating a doctor, but he just didn't want to be on the show. That's a bunch of crap. I don't believe she ever really wanted. I don't believe she ever really dated any doctor before in my life. I just think that Bravo just wanted a reason to bring her back. And they knew that while Candy was on the Housewives of Atlanta, that was the only reason why they were like, okay, well, we could just throw her somewhere else. We're just going to throw her over here on Married to Medicine. And I really feel like that is what happened. So if everybody else got to show their life, then why is it that Phaedra is allowed to not show hers? That's my whole thing. But she's the quote unquote entertainment factor. She's so good for TV. And like, whenever I say something, I'm being biased. It's not that I'm being biased. It's just my opinion. I just never understood the hype behind Phaedra and all this other stuff. Y'all call people like Candy boring, but what is so exciting about Phaedra? Because she's shady? Phaedra is not relevant unless she got somebody carrying her. Let's be honest. And I've been saying this forever. When she was on Housewives of Atlanta, nobody was really talking about Phaedra like that until Kenya came on there and she had a beef with Kenya and she won the side of the fans because the fandom did not like Kenya and they felt like Kenya was being a bully. Kenya was starting a bunch of shit. So therefore, they roll with that because at the end of the day, Phaedra was the Southern Belle that everybody loves so much. So it's just like, okay, Kenya was a villain, so that's why they stuck with her. Then Apollo was someone that she had to carry her. And then after Apollo, she quickly became friends with Portia and became freaking frack. That kept her along. And then her beef with Candy kept her afloat. Nothing from her real life really just kept her afloat like that. Now, while I'm sitting up here talking about Phaedra, let's get on Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly also don't show anything about her life. We don't know what's going on in her marriage. We don't know what's going on in her life. We only see her children. She used her children as a ploy. You know what I mean? And then because she got a big ass mouth and she messy as hell, she gets to speak on everybody else's life on the show and everybody else's marriage. But God forbid, can't nobody say nothing about what she got going on in her goddamn marriage. But we can't really say nothing about what she got going on in her marriage is because we don't get to see what's going on in her damn marriage. We don't get to know what's going on in her damn marriage. So therefore, you know, she can sit up here and run her mouth out she wants to. So I feel like off Married to Medicine, we have seen things in everybody else's life. We've seen Dr. Jackie and the cheating scandal that was going on. We've seen Dr. Simone and Cecil fight and work through their marriage. We've seen Quad go through her marital issues with Dr. G. We've seen let's see what else was going on. Who else on this show? We've seen Dr. Contessa and her issues with Scott. We're seeing Sweet Tea and Dr. G talk about their journey and trying to have kids. We've seen everything with everybody else but we don't really see anything with Dr. Heavenly. And it feels like Dr. Heavenly is only here to marlow this shit up, and that's the star shit, and give her opinion on everybody else shit and keep it moving. We don't never see anything that's going on in her life. We don't know what issues her and daddy have had, but she feels like her marriage is off limits and that she don't have to show y'all shit. But I feel like this: if you can sit up here and do a world tour of interviews about Phaedra and about how Phaedra is not stepping up to the plate, about how Phaedra ain't showing her real life, about how Phaedra not doing this and about how Phaedra's not doing that, then somebody need to speak on the fact that you don't show your real life and how protected you are as a cast member, Dr. Heavenly. And this is coming from a motherfucker that ain't even on the side of Phaedra Parks. Never will be the side of Phaedra Parks. Don't care for Phaedra Parks. Don't want her on this goddamn show. But it's just the truth of the matter. You can't sit up here and go in on another person who don't share their real life when you don't share yours. And that's just the truth. So if you ask me, Dr. Heavenly and Phaedra are two sides of the same coin. Phaedra is a Scorpio. Heavenly is a Scorpio. Phaedra is secretive and picks and chooses what she wants to show. And Dr. Heavenly is a Scorpio and she picks and chooses what she wants to show. So at the end of the day, both of y'all don't do what y'all supposed to do for the sake of this goddamn show. So it is what it is. So what can I really say about that? But I will say that Dr. Heavenly is absolutely actual and factual when she says that Phaedra is fake. Because Phaedra is fake. Been fake. And I don't care how nobody feels about their terminology. She is fake. But however, that's all that we got. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out of here, and I will see you guys on the next video. Ta-ta!
You don't feel off today?
Today barely started. How are you feeling off? You know, you really need to lay off the drinking on the job, my friend.
It's really interesting that all three of y'all moms passed and around the same time. I'd be lying if I didn't say that was interesting.
Oh, pretty sweet. You were trying to attack me.
I've literally been in my office the entire time.
I feel like we were purposely brought together by the universe.
You won't be around long enough for it to even matter.
Are you threatening us?
You're just gonna have to trust me unless you have another plan.
First of all, you never answered our first question. Who are you? And what the hell did we just experience?
You're witches.
Who knows? There could be something to that.
Bitch, what?
And if you want to see that independent film, the link to that film is at the bottom in the description box. Talk to you later.